guys, my name is Savannah and today we are jumping in to take a look at the Update 5 deep dive that Frontier posted on their forums this morning. We of course got a little bit of information about this Update 5 yesterday, but I've been having technical problems. I wasn't able to record yesterday and I've got them kind of sort of fixed for now, so let's get into it. Hey park managers, welcome to Update 5's Deep Dive, where we'll be taking a closer look at what's included in the upcoming free update for Jurassic World Evolution 2. This update will be free for everyone who owns the game and will be available on December 8th alongside the Jurassic World Evolution 2 Dominion Malta expansion. Shall we dive in? Yes, I think we shall. So the first thing we're going to talk about is new challenge levels. You'll be able to enjoy the 5 DFW campaign maps as challenge levels as of Update 5. Once you've achieved 3, 5, 7, 9, and 2 stars respectively across all maps in challenge mode, you'll unlock Arizona Breakout, Washington State Wreckage, Pennsylvania Headquarters, Oregon Aviary, and California Photography, all of which will contain a combination of new challenge conditions. These new conditions include tranquilizer upgrades, which will require you to complete research before tranquilizing dinosaurs with anything above a level 1 or 2 security rating, psychological trauma, where some dinosaurs will require scientists with the trait of psychologist to cure them, and staff hiring requirements, which will need you to meet specific requirements to hire expert staff members. California Photography is also a new type of challenge, a photo level, which is a new timed photography mission that will test your camera skills. Very excited for that one. I love photography, and one of my favorite things about the game is taking screenshots of the animals, so I can imagine that I'm really going to enjoy that one. I think it's a little funny that they've introduced dinosaur therapists into the game, I guess. We're gonna have to do hiring of some psychologists to help some psychological trauma situations with them, which I think is pretty funny. But the tranquilizer updates also sound pretty cool because this introduces kind of more of a challenge into the game where you want those higher rated dinosaurs because it brings more people into your park and gives you higher ratings, but do you put them in before you're able to handle them? Because if you go above that 1 or 2 security rating, if they escape, you really can't do anything about it, so it's really kind of an interesting mechanic, I think. We're excited to see how you step up to the challenge of these new levels. We're sure you'll be more than up to the task, park managers. And the screenshot that we're looking at, of course, looks like it's a screenshot from Arizona Breakout. We can see in the bottom right-hand corner. The goal is to reach a park rating of 5 stars, although I'm sure there will be more to it than just that. There's not really anything new in this screenshot to kind of break down, but really cool to see a screenshot of the Arizona Breakout map. The next screenshot that we have for these new challenge levels is, of course, this menu picture where we can see all of the 5 maps added there. And we can read a little bit about the Arizona Breakout map just because that one's the one that's selected. This area of Arizona desert is home to a group of wild dinosaurs. Even with a clear lack of buildable space and a hostile environment, the DFW wants to set up a new kind of operation. You are the one chosen to make sure this operation profits the organization. Can you pull it off? So very cool. New challenge levels. The next thing coming in Update 5 is UI changes. We're including a range of UI changes to Update 5, giving you even more control over how you manage your prehistoric species in-game. Now, when you transport a dinosaur, you'll be able to see an icon above which species said dinosaur likes, dislikes, and feels neutral towards, as well as seeing the territories and dinosaurs of the same species in your park. Once in your enclosure, selecting the alpha of any particular species will highlight the rest of that species so you can see how many you have in one enclosure. Very cool. I like that addition. That's a quality of life update. Better help you manage your dinosaurs in the game. You'll also notice that when controlling your capture teams or assigning tasks to them in your park, there's a new ailment and tranquilize icon to streamline the process of caring for your dinosaurs with ailments. Alongside these changes, Update 5 will also include earlier fight notifications so that you'll get a little more notice when 2 dinosaurs aren't quite getting along. I love that, because right now when my dinosaurs start fighting, I feel like I get over there and the fight is already halfway done and there's not really anything I can do about it. So a little bit more heads up is always welcome. Lagoon and aviary preview rings now highlighting the map boundary when placing them. Love that. And a new notification when these pesky storms disable your tour vehicles, so you have more notice to get them up and running again. Love it. Now on to my favorite part of this update 5, tiny dinosaur behaviors. I feel like this is such a needed aspect added to the game, because right now, like, the teeny tiny little dinosaurs like Compsognathus are just there and I don't really ever see them. I place them in their enclosures and then I just kind of have to trust that they're there because we don't see anything or they don't really do anything exciting. So the fact that they're getting a little bit of love is music to my ears. I love it. There are some changes to how your tiny dinosaurs behave and interact coming in this latest update, which we're very excited to share with you. First up, group attacks. The Compies and the Moro Intrepidus, coming in the Dominion Malta expansion, will team up to attack both goats from the feeder and your guests when they manage to escape. I cannot wait to see how they do this. I'm really wondering what the mechanics are for how many dinosaurs attack and what the animations are going to be. If it's going to be like up to 6, 7, 8 dinosaurs escape and they all attack one person, or if it's just going to be 1 or 2. I mean, not 1, but 2 or 3, I guess. Really excited to see what that looks like. And then similarly, the goat. I can't wait to see how they take down the goat. Both the Compies and the Moros Intrepidus, as well as the Lystrosaurus and Oviraptor, will also behave slightly differently around different obstacles. They're all getting adjustments to their collision behaviors in Update 5, so that they will now no longer collide with guests or vehicles. Perfect, because it's never made sense to me why a Compy can just halt a vehicle in its tracks and make it act like it hit a brick wall. So very exciting update on that. There will also be some adjustments to their navigation logic so that these tiny dinosaurs will now navigate around water. That one's really interesting to me because I'm wondering just how far that goes. Will these tiny dinosaurs now absolutely never cross water no matter what? If that's the case, that means that you can now create like Compy islands, and you can basically just put rivers down and complete a circle with a little island in the middle, and your Compies will not leave that island. So although I really don't think that would be the case, that's kind of how this sentence reads to me. So I'll be very interested to find out if that's actually what they mean. Now on to my second most favorite thing of this update, new dinosaur colorings. You'll be able to enjoy some new colorings and pattern options for some of your favorite variants as of Update 5. Both Kentrosaurus 2015, Ouranosaurus 2015 variants, both from the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack, as well as the 2022 variants of Dragnotus and Giganotosaurus from the Dominion Biosyn expansion, and the new Iguanodon 2022 variant from the upcoming Dominion Malta expansion will each be getting 12 new body colors and 7 new pattern options. That's so many options. 12 new body colors and 7 new pattern options. It's so many. We've also incorporated a new body variant selector in the genome editor and species viewer for these species, so you can get an idea for how they'll look in your parks. Now, of course, this screenshot that we're looking at right here is the Giganotosaurus, and I am so happy with this. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the kind of mottled pattern, the splotchy pattern along its back. The very like alligator looking back to him is very cool. And then I love the little hint of blue on the nose, but it kind of fades really quickly and it's not too much. It's not like in your face or overpowering. It's just a little bit of color to add some interest to the face. I'm really happy with this body pattern, the kind of dark on the top, morphing to kind of lighter on his belly. I really, really like this coloration, and I can't wait to see the other, 11 colorations or the 12 colorations of all the other variants that they have added to the game, because like I said, I love the colorations and looking at the different dinosaur patterns and things like that. So I am very happy with this Giga Coloration. I think it looks phenomenal. And last but not least, quality of life updates. Update 5 comes complete with a whole range of quality of life changes, which we're sure you'll really enjoy utilizing in your parks. Tour vehicles will now honk at dinosaurs, which are in their way during tours, and any dinosaurs which have managed to fall asleep in front of your tour vehicles will now also be reactive when they're honked at, so your tours can continue along. Beautiful. I love it. There's nothing worse than on your tour, every single vehicle is just lined up behind a sleeping Triceratops, and there's nothing you can do except for like manually move the dinosaur because they just decided to take a nap on the track. So this is really cool that they'll be able to be honked out, woken up, and then move the heck out of the way. We've also made some improvements to how lagoon decorations function in-game, including the camera staying below the water surface while being rotated, as well as the camera staying in the lagoon when moving into the lagoon walls. We can't wait to see how you decorate your lagoons with these new angles. I love that as well. I talked about that in our last Sandbox build when we were decorating the lagoon for the Styxosaurus. I was saying I really didn't add a whole lot because it was really difficult to kind of get good angles and see what you were doing. So I'm glad that Frontier recognized that and that they are adding this in Update 5. I think it's fantastic. Now, the only thing that would make lagoons better is larger decorations. I would love to see taller and larger decorations that kind of fill up more space in the lagoon and not make it look like such a empty body of water. We hope you enjoyed this closer look at what you can expect from the new free update. Keep your eyes peeled to our forums and social media channels for any and all updates, and check out the new expansion. There is a link if you want to go to this forum post yourself. But you can also hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be updating you on any news that I get on the new expansion, as well as any news on the update. So do be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you made it this far. But that's really all I have for you today on Update 5. If you missed it, there is a video on the channel going over the new Dominion Malta expansion pack and what we know so far. So be sure to check that out. As always, you can follow me on all my social media channels. Links are down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk at you in the next video. Bye!